Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video, ahead of the exciting reveal tomorrow for Revolution of the Daleks, that'll be kicking off a weekend of like Doctor Who news. We're going to be getting news on Doctor Who games, etc. Might do a separate video on that, you know, with my hopes and dreams for a Doctor Who game. But anyway, let's get back onto topic. And yeah, this video is going to be me talking about what I expect to be announced at the Comic-Con panel tomorrow. That's going to be pretty interesting. We've got Jodie Whittaker, Mandeep Gill and Bradley Walsh taking part in this digital Comic-Con that is going to be streamed around about, I think it's like 20 to 7 UK time, so it's going to be in the evening, and it's going to be pretty interesting, as one of the panel moderators has said that there will be Daleks brought up, you know, Revolution of the Daleks. That will be, at least we'll get like a look of some sorts. And now that doesn't necessarily mean a trailer, but it could be casting news. We could have confirmation that Captain Jack's back. We could get news of different Dalek variants. We could, you know, get a synopsis, an actual release date, because we know it is going to be airing over the festive period. That could be Christmas Day, it could be Christmas Eve, it could be any time. It could be December the 28th, we don't know yet. But it's exciting, it's been filmed way before the pandemic, so it's finished, it's ready to go. Now the marketing for the episode starts, and that is something I've been waiting to see, because that cliffhanger at the end of Series 12, I was like, I want to find out what happens, and it looks like we are going to be getting some information about that. But first of all, I want to read an article from Cultbox that have done like a roundup of all the rumours and leaks and everything like that for Revolution of the Daleks. So let's have a look at it, shall we? So here we go. This is what is known so far about the Doctor Who special. So, you know, what I mentioned just about the Comic-Con panel happening tomorrow, and that it's going to be having something to do with Revolution of the Daleks. So pretty exciting stuff here, and it's going to be 30 minutes long. Have a look here. Doctor Who Spotlight is going to be 30 minutes, and Jodie Whittaker, Mandeep Gill and Bradley Walsh will be guests. And yeah, it's mostly going to be talking about the, well, retrospective look at Series 11 and Series 12. That's pretty exciting. And also, you know, it's already been hinted at Revolution of the Daleks will be making an appearance. Then also we got these, but I'll talk about these later on. But anyway, let's go back to this article. This is the tweet that says, well, this is from the one of the panel moderators, and here's what I am authorized to tell you. This revolution will eventually be televised. It will involve Daleks. Otherwise, you'll have to check out the Doctor Who New York Comic Con virtual panel at this specific time. That's pretty exciting, but now the time's changed, so yeah, the time I told you for UK time should be correct. And we could get a trailer information or an air date, as we've just discussed as well. That's pretty exciting. Oh my. But anyway, main cast are all here. The likely guest cast, as we've discussed on the channel in the past, could be John Barrowman coming back as Captain Jack because of the behind the scenes video. He's constantly been teasing Captain Jack coming back as well, that I would love to see happen. And just imagine that, Captain Jack breaking the Doctor out of prison and meeting the 13th Doctor for the first time is something I want to see. This one surprised me actually, an appearance from Jack Robertson, who was the one of the he wasn't the president, he was one of the people running in the election, and it was his character was pretty much a parody of Trump. But anyway, apparently he was in Cardiff October last year, and that's when they were filming the special. That's how long ago it was. And if that's the case, then we could be seeing a return from him. And then Gray O'Brien, who was in Voyage of the Damned, that was the 2007 Christmas special, but it's not known if he's going to be playing the same character or a different character. With that, I would probably say it's going to be a different character. Maybe based in the US government, or maybe even the UK government, that I'll be getting onto in a second. Obviously we've got the Daleks, the leaked Dalek design as well, that I still think looks pretty fantastic, and I hope to see that in action in the trailer. And then we got the locations that will feature. We've got the asteroid prison that we all think is going to be the Time Lord prison Sharda, just because it does kind of scream personalities. It does scream similarities, and yeah, it would be pretty cool to see that, and it would make sense because of the things that the Doctor's been arrested for by the Judoon is for the crimes that the fugitive Doctor committed. So basically running away from the division that was based on Gallifrey. Now we have the Bristol suspension bridge that is pretty interesting. We got the Daleks here, the Russell T Davies era Daleks that have basically become the golden standard, to be honest, for Dalek models, and they've been used all the way since 2005. But anyway, we move on. Number 10 Downing Street is apparently going to have a replica built, so perhaps we could get a scenario similar to the Stolen Earth and Journey's End, so the entire world is being invaded by the Daleks, and we get quick shots of the government in the UK and in America, going into a huge meltdown, and obviously that's where the Doctor steps in. Maybe even Captain Jack, the way he comes back is through Torchwood being brought back onto the scene. We've got an airport here in Wales that has been used, and that's pretty interesting. No major significance, but we've got a Cardiff Castle as well. That's really awesome, and there's a castle guard, so maybe there's a third organisation being used here. Could it be UNIT or a splinter group perhaps? I don't know. City streets as well in the Cardiff city centre. Apparently in the early hours of a morning in October, there were many extra scenes running away from special effects explosions, so perhaps that could be when the Daleks invade the streets. That's something I want to see. And then obviously the cliffhanger as well that you mentioned, that apparently Revolution of the Daleks will end on a cliffhanger. It's pretty interesting. Now, to take all of this into consideration, and there's a lot there. There's a lot of rumours. There's also another thing as well that isn't mentioned in that article, but there's a lot of leaks and rumours that apparently there is going to be a Dalek civil war, because going back to the Bristol suspension bridge, there were other photos that showed the new Dalek design being blown up by the Russell T Davies era Daleks. So could there be a civil war perhaps? Maybe one Dalek force invades, or a Dalek force invades, but then the new model tries to do it differently or something. I don't know, I'm really putting it up in the air there, to be honest, but it could happen. Either way, there's going to be some confrontation between the Daleks that's pretty exciting. There's a lot of stuff this episode has to cover, because obviously we've got the Doctor in prison, you've got the companions that all left Gallifrey on their own, and I reckon there is going to be a time jump. There's the US president that's going to be in this, or the fictional one, should I say. Now he's in that could be a new plot thread as well, and yeah, it's pretty exciting, and I'm excited to see a Dalek invasion story, just because we haven't had one of those since the Stolen Earth and Journey's End, that this episode seems to be pretty similar to. I'm not going to lie, but at the same time I can't argue against that, because I love Dalek invasion stories, and to be honest, I can never get enough of them. But yeah, again, just to reiterate of what I expect to see tomorrow, at the very least we'll get some casting confirmation. I do personally believe that they will confirm that Captain Jack Harkness is coming back. It's pretty much blatantly obvious that he's coming back, from behind the scenes videos, and John Barrowman constantly teasing fans that he's coming back, and yeah, there's a lot of evidence there, and it would seem like the right time to do so, to be honest. And I'm just so excited to finally get some new Doctor Who news, and yeah, hopefully we get something a bit beyond casting information. For a trailer, I would love to see one, but I don't think we will, because if it is a Christmas special or even a New Year's special, I don't think we'll get a trailer until maybe November 23rd, because that will be Doctor Who's anniversary date, and we might get a trailer then. But I would say, alongside casting information, we might get some actual images from the episode. Like, say if they announce that Captain Jack's coming back, we could have an image of Captain Jack in the special, or Captain Jack and the 13th Doctor together. that would be amazing. I can actually imagine that image in my head right now, and it's just something I really want to see. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in to this video. It's been a little bit of a ramble, but again, I'm super excited for the special. It's gonna be amazing, to be honest. Like, you know, we're getting a Dalek invasion story. I was impressed with resolution, to be honest. You know, it wasn't like a perfect episode, but the way the Daleks were written, it's probably the best, personally, the best they've been written in a long time. So I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in today. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, rating, and subscribe for more nerdy content. I'll see you all on the next video. Goodbye for now.